Hi, welcome to Magical Unicron. I'm Serena Verona. Today I'm going to be doing a pick a card for the message you need to hear from your shadow. So for each of our piles here today, we'll have one card from the Halloween Oracle, 3 cards from the Crow Tarot, 3 clarifiers from the Tarot de la Nuit, 3 more clarifiers from the Nicoletta Ciccoli Mini Tarot, 1 card from the Witch's Kitchen Oracle cards. We'll do your charm reading, of course, and then we'll have a final message from the Rebel deck. So for pile number 1, we have the blue charm bag and the throat chakra stone. For pile number 2, we have the orange charm bag and the sacral chakra stone. We have pile number 3 with the yellow charm bag and the solar plexus chakra stone. Pile number 4 with the pink charm bag and the crown chakra stone. And pile number 5 with the green charm bag and the heart chakra stone. All right, take a moment, concentrate, and pick the pile or piles that speak to you. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube and you are not my Patreon member, but you'd like to be, the link is in the description box below. For as little as $3 a month, you will have early access to all of my extended reads, plus a little bit of fun bonus content over there as well. If you enjoy this video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you are watching on YouTube or Patreon, there is a link below to my Teespring page where you can buy fun merch. Awesome. Okay, I think we are ready to go here, so let's get started. All right, pile 1 with the blue throat chakra stone. Now, because you picked this pile, I'm going to say that maybe you have a little trouble with your communications right now. Maybe you're finding it hard to say something to somebody. Maybe you just don't really feel like talking about things or about who you are, about what you want to do with your life. You may just be having trouble just communicating what you want to say. So let's see what we've got for you here. We're going to start off with Barmbak. Really, I can read. This is sweetness and synergy. So this may be what you're looking for, but I'm feeling like achieving this would be so helpful to you, so helpful to your progression as a person, to have this beautiful synergy with other people and to share sweet communications with them, sweet relationships with them that are supportive and loving. And maybe that's what you're lacking right now, but hopefully we'll get a message here to you that will help with that today. We have the 8 of Wands. This is messages coming in very quickly. You may have a lot of things going on in your life right now. Things are changing. Maybe you're frustrated and you're having trouble communicating that. Maybe people are throwing things at you really quickly and you're having trouble saying no. Yep. Queen of Cups, this is your energy. You are having trouble saying no. You love people and you really want to help them out any way you can. You want to be supportive. You want to be there for them when they need you. But you're having trouble telling them that they are overwhelming you. And you've got this sweetness going on here and you want to keep good relationships going because you really are a wonderful, wonderful person with very deep feelings and a lot of love for other people. But I'm feeling like you're just overwhelmed right now and you're having trouble telling people that. Strength. You have more strength than you know. You've probably been pulling on your strength a lot lately, really drawing from the well that you have here. And you may be feeling like this well of strength is running dry. It isn't. You have this beautiful card here in your reading. So you've used a lot of strength. You may be a little tired from the exertion, whether it's real exertion or just the emotional exertion of it. You are feeling tired, but you are not out of strength yet. So hang in there. All right. King of Swords. So this is the energy you're going to need to move into here as things are happening quickly and things are changing. You're going to need to get a little more logical and a little less emotional about it. You can only do so much. You can only be certain things to certain people. You cannot be all things to everyone. So you need to cut the emotion out for a bit so you can communicate. And the King of Swords is excellent at communication because they're rational and they're logical, they're knowledgeable and they're experienced. And you have this skill set within you. This potential is within you. You live in this space a lot, so you don't exercise this muscle. It goes back to this strength card, exercising your muscles, getting stronger. You need to exercise this muscle of logic and rationality, and just don't use your heart to make decisions. Not entirely, of course. Every decision is an emotional decision, but you really need to involve your logic, your rationality, your experience. You need to trust your knowledge instead of your emotions so much. I feel like we're going overboard on the emotion here. 9 of Wands. Yeah, you feel really beat up. Like I said, that well of strength, you feel like it's running dry. This is the Wounded Warrior card. You fought battle after battle after battle. You're still standing. Like I said, your well isn't dry, even if you feel like it is. You're still standing, you're still fighting, but man, you are tired and everything feels like a battle. You are always on the defensive. This person would not put up with that. Beautiful. The Star, make a wish. Pile 1. Awesome. Make a wish. It's here with your Strength card. So I do think you are wishing for more strength here. But, really think about what you want, not what other people want. I feel like you've been doing nothing but thinking about what other people want and giving them whatever they're asking for. Think about what you want. This star is for you, not for anybody else. Be selfish with this star because you've already given up too much of yourself. It's time to pull back on that and make a wish for yourself. And once you've figured out what your star is, work towards that. Pour your energy into that, because right now you're pouring your energy away. All right. Oh, 3 of Swords. This is pain. A lot of emotional pain. It's part of why you give away too much. You don't want other people to feel the pain that you feel. But you need to move into this King of Swords energy because they are all logic, no emotion. They work with their head, not their heart. Right now you're too much into your heart because of this pain. And you're making decisions with it. Like I said, you don't want anybody else to feel the pain you have felt. So you're trying to protect them. That's this card right here. This is a card of protection. This is a card of guarding something that's valuable to you. And it's this relationship or relationships that you're giving too much to. You're guarding them from this pain. But the problem with that is pain is what teaches us lessons in life. Some of the best lessons come from our pain. And by protecting the people you love from all forms of pain, all forms of responsibility, you are robbing them of the experiences in life where they will learn the most. And now we have the 3 of Pentacles. We've now pulled 2 3s in a row. 3s are about action, taking action. The 3 of Pentacles is about working on your craft. And in this case, I think your craft is shifting away from giving everything up to working on what you really care about, what really matters to you, what your life purpose is. It's time for you to work on what you want. Sorry, just got one more message. You've been putting off your life purpose. This is almost to the point where it's feeling like an excuse. It's an avoidance. It's a way to distract yourself. Because you're hurting so bad, you stepped away from this. And they may not even be linked. They don't have to be. Your confidence was shaken here, and you may have thought your star was too far away or was impossible. Something hurt you and shook your confidence about moving towards this star. So you gave up on that and started focusing on other people, on how you could help them, on how you could love on them as a way to heal yourself. And that's not a bad strategy until you stop taking care of yourself. You stop pursuing your star. So it's time to go back to pursuing your star now. Page of Pentacles, beautiful. This is a message or new perspective that has to do with that life purpose we were just talking about. I love it. Look at all the butterflies landing on her. It's gorgeous. Once you start working on your star again, beautiful things are going to happen. You're going to have this new outlook on life, like things are beautiful, things are going well. You may get new messages or opportunities flowing in here from you working on this star. You'll get this new, this is like momentum starting up. It's going to be really difficult for you to go back to working on this because of this pain. But it's time to set this aside and work on yourself, because this will help heal that pain. And once you do, you start to build momentum. At first it's hard, but then the momentum builds and it's going to feel so good. Aloe vera, soothe. Yeah, you soothe everybody else. You take care of their pain and you help protect them from more pain. You're always soothing people. But now it's time to soothe yourself. Pouring all of your energy into other people is preventing you from healing this pain. You working on your star will heal it. Let's read your charms. All right. We already have your throat chakra stone here, so work on your communication, not just with other people, not just standing up for yourself and saying, okay, it's time for you to take on your own responsibilities, but also communicating with yourself, your inner self, your deeper self, your authentic self. It's time for you to communicate not only to yourself, but to everyone. Hey, I'm going for my star now. You take care of your own stuff because I'm doing my own thing. We did have one charm jump out of the bowl, so it's calling attention to itself. This is the purity rune. This is purity of intention, purity of action. You spent a lot of time investing in other people, but now it's time to get real about what's really going on and embrace who you really are, the purity of who you really are, the beauty of who you really are, and pursue what is meant for you, instead of muddying the waters by throwing all of your energy into other people. We have the dragonfly charm. This is air energy. It's about thoughts and dreams and ideas. And no one has better thoughts or ideas than this person right here. Once you start to shut down, not completely, but start to shut down this emotional stuff a little bit because it's too much, and move more into the intellectual side, the side that's about ideas and thoughts, you will start to have some amazing ideas. Like I said, it's momentum. It'll build. And look, this is covered with butterflies, which are also air energy. Gorgeous. This card is earth energy, but the butterflies are air energy. All right. The empty vessel, the clear bottle, this is yours to fill. It goes with your star. This is whatever you want it to be. Whatever your star is, it's time to fill this bottle. We have the eye, witch's rune. This is about focusing on something. Not scattering your energy, taking care of other people, but focusing on something. Something that's important to you. It's really pale, but this is a red calcite. This is about increased energy. It's about uplifted emotions. It's about moving stagnant energy. And I feel like even though there's a lot going on here and you're running around trying to take care of things for other people, your energy is stagnant because you are not moving forward on your path. You're staying in one place, running around doing all this stuff, wasting all your energy that should be directed here. You have the sun, which is rune. This is about right decisions. This is about deciding you're going to have a happy future and making it happen. Look at the imagery here. That star looks so much like the sun. Your star will make you happy. There are a lot of blue charms here, just for verification. We have an agate. This is about balancing and grounding. If that's part of your spiritual path, you may want to do so. If it's not, just take some time for you to relax, to spend some time where you're not running around, where you can focus better. This is a yellow jasper. Yellow jasper is about spiritual protection. It's about positive energy. So you've probably been trying to avoid this pain, but this pain has already happened. You're protected. It's not going to, I don't think this is going to happen again because you're protected. You've learned this lesson. You just haven't healed the pain yet. You're avoiding it. And it's time to have positive thoughts about how healing this pain can really help you move forward. Our final charm is made with love. Whatever this is, whatever your goal is, it is an act of love. It's an act of love for other people. It's an act of love for you, for yourself. It's very important to love yourself. You can't love anybody else until you love yourself. So think of this not as an act of selfishness, because it's not. It's an act of love. All right, final message for pile 1, rebel. Because F it. Yeah, you're going to feel like letting these other people or this other person take care of themselves is an act of rebellion. They may even feel like you're rebelling against them. Too bad. But really, it's time to let this go. Whatever all this work you're doing for other people, it's time to let it go. This person would never say F it. It's time for you to drop that wand and say F it and move on to what really matters. Okay, pile 1, that's a pretty good message from your shadow side. I hope that helps you. I really think you have a lot of awesome potential here. So once you get past this little hiccup, you will be in good shape. I loved reading for you today. I hope you enjoyed it too. I'm going to move on to pile 2. All right, pile 2, you chose the sacral chakra stone. So I'm feeling like you're having a little trouble with your creativity. Maybe you're having a little trouble in the area of romance. Maybe you're feeling a little blocked. We've got joy. Rejoicing in the present. You'll notice it is also orange. Definitely resonating there. I feel like you are postponing joy in your life. Maybe you have goals and you set milestones out there, and as you achieve those things, I feel like maybe you postpone celebrating those things because you feel like it's not enough. Like you don't deserve joy, or there's no time for joy, or later you'll have joy in your life. We have the Emperor. This is definitely your energy. I'm feeling it very strongly. You have a lot of obligations, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things going on, and you're very good at what you do. But it weighs heavily on you, these obligations, these responsibilities. They weigh heavily on you, and that may be a big part of why you don't pause just for pure joy. Just to have a moment where you are enjoying yourself, you're having a good time, because you feel like you don't have time for that. Yeah, 7 of Cups, you have a lot going on. You are always trying to fill these cups. You're always trying to make sure everybody has what they need. You're always trying to make sure everything's running smoothly and efficiently and everything's going well. If you are not in an official leadership position, you are definitely a leadership in reality, regardless of your title. You are handling things. And again, you do it very well. There's just no room for joy in your life because you have too much going on. King of Wands. This is the energy you need to move into. And the good news is this is totally within your means. The Emperor is the culmination of all the kings. So the aspects of the King of Wands are already built into your package. And the King of Wands loves to experience joy. This is a person who's very creative and passionate. It goes perfectly with your sacral chakra stone. This is about creativity and passion, and it's blocked right now for you, whether by choice or accident, doesn't matter. This is the energy you're lacking right now. Not even really lacking. You've subverted it. It's part of who you are. It's deep within there. You do want to feel joy. You do want to have a zest for life, but you feel like you've had to subvert it to take care of all of your responsibilities. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Something's missing. And again, I don't feel like it's a lack. I feel like you've just pushed it so down deep within yourself that it feels like you don't have it anymore, like it's gone. You feel like you want to go looking for this missing element. You're perfectly aware that this is not a part of your life right now, and you miss it. This is good news. Six of Wands, this is victory. Doesn't surprise me at all because, again, this is part of who you are. It's already in there. It's already part of... Sorry, the camera keeps going out of focus. It's part of who you are. It's part of what you do. This is absolutely your, not just your potential, but it's there. It's within you. It's just, you just need to find it again. Seven of Cups. But then it comes up again. As soon as you start to feel this beautiful, creative, passionate energy again, all these responsibilities come crashing down on you again, and you're like, oh, I just don't have time for it. So you know it's part of you. You know it's something you're missing. You know it's something you want back. You're just always held back by all these responsibilities. And now I'm going to say something controversial. This person is very good at delegating responsibilities. So it might be time to do that. All right, Ten of Swords, yeah. You are so done with all work and no play. You're just done with it. And you need to be done with it. It needs this, all of this stuff needs to be delegated. You can keep the pieces that you really enjoy, but this is too much weight. There's too much going on. And when you don't delegate some of this stuff to other people, you are depriving them of that opportunity for them to grow, for them to learn new things, for them to challenge themselves. So it's time to end this obsession. That word might be too strong for some of you. This obsession with taking care of every detail. Delegate some of that stuff out. Yeah, temperance, absolutely. You need to take it slower. You need to take it easier. You need to take a balanced approach. And a balanced approach is not you controlling everything, which is normal for an emperor. I'm not saying that you're being weird here. This is normal. But it's time to take that more balanced approach where you give other people opportunities to shine. Here's that Eight of Cups again. You're really feeling it. You're really feeling that this element is missing here. You really want this back in your life, this zest, this joy, this thrill of living. You want it back. It's weighing heavily on your mind. Even as you are drawn into all of these responsibilities you have, it's still heavy on your mind. Now, here's the awesome thing. Seven of Cups and Seven of Cups. Eight of Cups and Eight of Cups. That is forward progress. You are moving in the right direction. Just keep moving that direction and keep delegating stuff. We have time, courage. You may be afraid to delegate things. You may be worried that other people don't have the skill set or the patience or the knowledge to do the things that you do. And There's a good chance they don't, but they're not going to learn if they don't try. You need to have the courage to let other people try. They're going to fail sometimes. And that's okay because they'll learn from those failures more than they will ever learn from their successes. So be brave. Got a lion here. Be brave. And let other people try. Delegate these 2 7s so you have the opportunity with these 2 8s to go looking for what's missing. Move forward with this. Take that balanced approach of you handling the stuff that you really enjoy and that is very critical, and you passing off the other stuff that isn't so critical or that you don't like so much to other people so they can learn. Awesome. Let's read your charms. And do so in a creative way. I feel like all of this burden has squelched your creativity. Like you don't feel like you have time to be creative. You're trying to keep your head above water. Once you delegate some of this stuff off, you will have more time to be creative, and this chakra will flow a lot better. All right. So we talked about that. Your creativity is huge, and it's very important to you. That's this card right here, creativity and passion. Creativity and passion. That's what's missing. That's what you need back in your life because it will give you joy. We have a moss agate. This is about new beginnings. It is time for you to take a new tactic. The emperor, as they go through battle, will look at the lay of the land, they'll look at what's going on, and they will change tactics as needed. It's time for a new tactic. You have the protection rune. So if you're afraid of what's going to happen, if you delegate this stuff, be brave because you're protected. We have a red jasper. Red jasper is about, it's about grounding. And it's also about stimulating action here. So when you're starting to feel afraid, do a little grounding work if that's in your spiritual path. If not, just do some breathing and understand you're protected. Everything's going to be fine. This is part of your karmic cycle. This is a message from your shadow. They're telling you what you need to do to elevate yourself to the next level. So don't be afraid, and just one foot in front of the other, deep breaths. We have the cat charm here, and the cat is about self-knowledge. They're also about flexibility and agility. And you become very rigid. The emperor can be quite rigid at times. You become very rigid about holding on to these things. And now it's time to become flexible and just release some of those things so you can go on your journey to find yourself again. We have the 2 hearts intertwined. There may be people who are concerned about you, who love you, who want to help you. If they've offered to help you and you've kind of brushed them aside because you want to control everything, now is the time to let them help. They really do have good intentions. And again, they may not do it exactly the way you do it. They may have a different method. They may not do it as well as you think it should be done, but you need to let go of that and let them do it their way because they're learning. Yeah. You also have the, this is the root chakra stone. It goes with your courage card. This is about security. This is about being afraid. You're afraid other people, like I said, can't do it as well as you or will mess things up. Don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. That's how we all learn, including you. We have a turtle, so be patient with others and with yourself. And be persistent. Keep working at this. You're not going to do this in a day. This is going to take time and practice. We have the fairy. There's magic in your life. And you definitely feel like it's missing. She even kind of looks like a fairy. It's time to bring that magic back into your life. Or at least feel it, right? I don't think it ever really left. I feel like you just put it on a back burner. You have the ring of keys, and keys are solutions. And in this case, these keys are people. They're people who can help you. So let them help you. And you have a coin. If you're worried about money, if you're worried about delegating affecting your career, it will affect your career in the positive way. Don't make the assumption that this is going to go badly. There will be, again, moments of failure. There will be moments when people do things that aren't done the way you think that they need to be done, but you need to take a step back and look at it objectively. The final outcome is going to be for the better of everyone. All right. Final message. You need a good effing cry. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. There is healing here. This process will heal you. Whatever is hurting, whatever's making you feel like you need to cry, whatever you feel like is frustrating the crap out of you, it's time to release that now and move forward onto things that bring you joy. Oh, pile 2. I actually like this reading because I feel like because you're this emperor, this is totally under your control. So the only person you have to rely upon to make this happen is you. And there's such beauty up ahead, such joy up ahead for you if you can master this one thing. I'm excited for you. I loved reading for you today. I hope you got something out of it. I'm going to move on to pile 3. All right, pile 3. You have the solar plexus chakra stone. This is about willpower. It's about self-esteem. It's about responsibility. So if you selected this stone, I'm thinking you have a problem in that area, and we're going to discuss it in depth. Ghost regret. So this goes hand in hand with self-esteem, with willpower, what we're just talking about right here, responsibility. There may be something in your past that you're holding on to, that you regret that it happened. Now, I'm not a big fan of regret because I feel like if you had a bad experience but you learned from it, there's no reason to regret. You took what profit you could from that experience, and you should be proud of that. We have the Queen of Swords. This is your energy. You are trying not to think about that regret right now. You're trying to remain logical and rational. You may be diving into some sort of studying, some sort of gathering of knowledge. But what you're trying to avoid here is the pain that's in your heart. This regret that you're holding on to. You're trying not to pay attention to it, but it persists. Death. It's time to let it go. It's time for change to come in. It's time to learn whatever lesson you need to learn from this pain so you can release it. Yeah, the Fool, because there's this beautiful new beginning out there waiting for you. This is an optimistic new beginning. You may have no idea what's in front of you, but you are excited to take this leap of faith. But it's best not to move into this new cycle until this pain is healed. Otherwise, you're just dragging it into this cycle with you, and nothing ever changes. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, it goes perfectly with your Queen of Swords. Mastering your craft. You have been diving into something, working very hard on it. It could be your career, could be school, could be anything that you're really throwing yourself into. It's like an intellectual pursuit. You're learning new stuff, you're challenging your stuff, but it's to avoid that pain. And that's not all bad. It's always good to try and improve yourself. It's always good to try and work on something that you care about. That part's awesome. But at the same time, we need to deal with that pain. Oh, the Lovers. This may have had to do with a romantic relationship. This pain. And it may be time to just let it go. Just let it end. It may be very difficult. It's very easy for me to say, just let it end. And it's a lot harder to do. There's just so much regret tied up in it that even if it started again, it would not be the same as it was. So it's time to let it go. 4 of Wands. You will feel so much better once you've let it go. It's like a major milestone for you to let go of this pain and regret. It's going to open up this door. You're going to feel like celebrating once you let this pain go. It's going to be such a burden off of your shoulders. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. This is feeling left out in the cold. You're alone. No one cares. That's the pain in your heart. This person may have left you. You may have left them. Either way, the result's the same. You feel alone and you regret it. And you're packing that pain with you. No matter how much you throw yourself into intellectual pursuits, you're packing that pain every day. 8 of Wands. Once you decide to let it go, circumstances are going to change so fast. You've been stuck in this cycle a long, long time. Your energy over here is so stagnant. But once you just let it go, boom, everything starts to work in your favor. And again, it's very easy for me to say let it go. It's a much harder thing to do. Day-by-day process, step by step. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's going to need your constant attention. Every time you catch yourself thinking about that other person, you need to stop yourself and remind yourself that it's time to move on. And it's going to be hundreds, if not thousands of times of you reminding yourself of that. But once you get that ball rolling, things are going to change so fast for you. Your circumstances are going to switch up. And you're going to feel so much better. We have the Queen of Swords again. I feel differently about this queen, though. She's eating cake. To me, this is you after the transformation. You are still essentially this smart, very smart person, still pursuing the things that you care about, still trying to make yourself a better person, still learning new stuff, challenging your stuff every day. But now there's a sweetness to your life. You still have that memory in your heart, but now it's not making you feel like this anymore. Now it's making you feel like this. Like you're moving on, and your thought process about this pain is not, I'm alone and I'm sad and I regret everything. It's now, I learned stuff from this relationship so I can go forward and be happy. I can go forward into a new relationship or a new life or whatever this represents for you. It's a general reading. Take it as it resonates. I can go forward with the lessons that I learned in my heart instead of the pain. Beautiful. You may be an air sign. Chocolate, aphrodisiac. To me, this is not about being with another person. This is about learning what you love, what makes you happy, what brings you pleasure, what makes you feel like you love you. What makes you feel like you are taking care of you. If eating a little chocolate now and then gives you some comfort, so you have the strength to say, I'm moving forward with this piece of chocolate in my mouth, then that's great. But I feel like this is more about, it's less about somebody else and far more about you doing the things that bring you pleasure and not thinking about other people. All right, let's read your charms. Now, because we have the the solar plexus chakra stone here, I feel like whatever this was a huge blow to your self-esteem. And you've taken full responsibility for whatever happened. But in a relationship, it takes two. It takes two. Do not take all the blame on yourself. Yes, some of it is yours. But instead of living in this regret, it's time to learn the lessons. This is a sodalite. This is about doing shadow work. Perfect for reading about messages from your shadow. That's this whole thing is. It's time to do this shadow work. And we talked about that here with stopping yourself every time you're thinking of that person and reminding yourself that you're moving forward, that you are healing from this damage. This is a teeny tiny tarot, and it's the wheel. I don't think I can get it to focus on that. Time is moving forward. With or without you, do you want to live the rest of your life in regret? Or do you want to move forward into this beautiful new opportunity here? We have give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world. Marilyn Monroe. Now, gender never matters in my readings, even with the charms. This is about right place, right time, right skill set, right person. This may have been the right person at one time. They became the wrong person. It happens all the time. It's part of our growth cycle. We outgrow people. We outgrow shoes. So just as you need to change your shoes, sometimes they wear out and you've got to get new ones. Sometimes it's time for a new person. But not yet. I feel like this is about you loving on you. You learning about you. You embracing you. Yeah. You have one of my favorite charms, the unicorn. Spiritual blessings. Purity of heart. That's learning these lessons. You're like cleansing your heart as you learn these lessons. Beautiful magic in your life. There is beautiful magic. Even if it doesn't feel like it right now, there's beautiful magic. You just have to turn your face to it now. You have the bicycle. Sometimes for me, this is travel. Sometimes it's about having fun. But in this particular reading, I'm linking it to this aphrodisiac card. This is about you taking time to just enjoy your own company, to make yourself happy, to go do something, even if you don't like riding a bike, just go do something just for the fun of it, something that makes you happy and don't worry about anybody else. We have a key. Keys are solutions. We have the solution here. Your spirit side is telling you it's time to move forward. We have the witch stirring a cauldron. You're manifesting. It's important to remember, say it every time, whatever you focus on is what you manifest. If you focus on this, that's what you're going to get. If you focus on this, that's what you're going to get. You have the crown. Yeah, because regardless of your gender, this Queen of Swords is you. Gender never matters in my readings. This is you, and this is, it doesn't look like it because they're both Queens of Swords. This is a life upgrade. This is going from holding on to your pain and living in it and torturing yourself with it to accepting that something happened and learning from it and moving forward. We have love and be loved. Just because something bad happened in the past doesn't mean we can't move into a future that's filled with love. Especially love for yourself. Love yourself and be loved by yourself. We have a red calcite. This is about increased energy and uplifted emotions. Yeah, it's time to release this stagnant energy back here and move forward and feel better. And finally, we have the squirrel charm. So cute. Squirrels are all about what's the word I'm looking for? Taking care of resources, making sure that there are enough nuts stored for the winter. And I feel like back here we're wasting a lot of resources, a lot of energy, a lot of time on regret. So it's time to focus your resources on doing something better, moving forward, learning new stuff, having new adventures. All right, pile 3, final message. Stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up, you are missing some cool shit. Now, I don't think this is literal, but it could be for you. If it is, take it as it resonates. To me, this is not about sleeping. It's about this stagnant energy. You are standing still. Even though you are doing this intellectual work here, you're really not making any progress because you're holding on to that pain and you still feel like you're out in the cold. It's time to move forward into this new, beautiful adventure. It's time to release this. Gorgeous. I actually really like it, pile 3. I think this is an awesome message from your spirit side. I hope you got something out of it today. I'm going to move on to pile 4. All right, pile 4. You have the crown chakra stone. Now, this is about your connection to the divine. It may be about walking your spiritual path. It may be about connections to the other side. Let's find out. We have jack-o'-lantern, protection. So maybe you're not feeling particularly adventurous or like taking many risks because you feel like it's just too dangerous. You do have protection from the other side. I wouldn't worry too much about that kind of stuff. Oh, that's why. Three of Swords. This is emotional pain, deep wounds. Somebody hurt you, something hurt you. You may have experienced a loss of some kind. And you've been focused a lot on protection since then, protecting yourself from further pain. And this pain may be deep enough that it made you step away from your spiritual path, whatever it is. Or it may have just made you question life. Why did these things happen? Why did this take place? We have the 3 of Staves. We've now drawn 2 threes in a row. 3s are about forward movement. This 3 of Wands is about waiting for your ships to come in. And as you can see, the bird is looking out here at this star, and the star is so very far away. It's really far off, and there's an ocean between the bird and the star. So you may feel like this was a huge setback, like you can't ever reach happiness. It's just too far away. Or just takes too long to get here. Or it's just a fantasy, it's just a glimmer on the horizon. But the 3s are telling me it's time to move towards that star. Even if you don't have a lot of hope. Even if you're trying to protect yourself from further pain, we learn so much from our pain, even though it's really difficult. It's an opportunity for us to learn. 8 of Pentacles. This is mastering your craft. If you are not already doing this, whatever your craft is, it could be your career, it could be you going to school, it could be you working on a project, learning new stuff, taking a workshop, anything. Whatever your craft is, if you are not working to master it right now, this can help so much with the healing of the pain and moving towards what you really want in life. So this is a good thing to focus on right now. The Wheel. So when I see these 2 cards together, the old phrase, time heals all wounds, pops into my head. Unfortunately, that phrase doesn't help much when you're in a lot of pain. Be patient with yourself. You need this time to heal. I feel this card is now making me feel like you have anxiety over being protected. Just be patient. Take a deep breath. You need time here. Ace of Swords. This is a challenge. It's a brand new cycle. It's going to require your skills, your intelligence, your experience. Sorry, the camera's doing that. I don't know why. There we go. And the question is, are you willing to pick up this sword and move towards your star? And you may not be at this time. you may need to take a little more time to heal. But I really do feel like this challenge and this work on your craft will help with this healing process. Page of Swords. As you throw yourself into whatever this craft is, whatever this thing is that you care about, that means something to you, you will get a new perspective. You will get new information, new knowledge, new understanding. These two things may be completely unrelated on the surface, but they're connected. Yeah, we have the Four of Wands. Beautiful. It's just going to take time to heal this, and then you'll wake up one day and this will hurt a little less, and the next day it'll hurt a little less, and the next day it'll hurt a little less. And one day you will reach this moment when you have a better understanding of why this happened. And you'll feel a lot better. I don't think the sadness ever goes away, but the pain does. Like, you will always think back on this and understand that you went through a lot here. But you will feel better about it. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. The challenge here, I really do think, is to focus on your career. Whatever it is. Your craft. And it has a lot to do with I say your career because it has a lot to do with your material life. It could be going to school. It can be anything like that. Anything that affects your material life here. The challenge is to focus on that. Because I think it's going to help you reach your star. And we have the Hierophant. This is an ally. For some of you. This is you getting back on your spiritual path for the rest of you. It goes here with this crown chakra stone. This is your spiritual path. This is your connection to the divine. You may have separated from the divine here, but I think you're going to come back together with your spiritual path, whatever it is. And it may seem totally unrelated to your career or this project, whatever it is that you're working on. It may seem totally unrelated, but it's not. You're going to have this epiphany that they're wrapped up together. You're going to reconnect with the divine. You're going to have a better understanding of why this pain hurt. And you're going to have a better understanding that you are protected. Even if right now you are in a time in your life when you're very anxious about being hurt again, you are protected. This hurt happened so you could learn a karmic lesson. And I think it's reconnection with the divine. Now, this can be an ally, but I think if it's an ally, it may be somebody on the physical plane, spiritual leader, or someone who's very spiritual. But I feel more this is someone on the other side if it's an ally for you. Could be an ancestor or a departed loved one. It could be a guardian angel, a spirit guide, whatever resonates for you. But definitely, your spirit side here is telling me, yes, you have been hurt. Yes, you need time to heal. But there's a reason it happened, and reconnecting with the divine can help. I have Rosemary, memories. Yeah, you will always have the memory of this pain. You won't always experience this pain, especially not as intensely as you are right now, but you will always carry this memory forward. So if part of your healing is the concern that once you stop feeling this pain, you'll stop remembering whatever this loss was or this circumstance was, you will never forget. You will always have this memory. And if the pain lessens, it doesn't mean there's less love or any of that. It just means that you are moving forward in your divine purpose. Let's read your terms. yeah, whatever you do for money, it's hugely connected to this karmic lesson here, this message that your spirit side is sending you. It's affecting your money. You have the green bottle, so you do have a solution to this problem. You may already know what it is. You have the dragon. This is total spiritual power. You have an amazing amount of spiritual power, whether you realize it or not. You have the blue bead. This is also about protection. So I really do feel like the other side is watching over you. You have a Capricorn charm. You may be a Capricorn. You may have someone important in your life who's a Capricorn. You have a crown. I feel like it's time for you to resume leadership in your life. It's time for you to take the lead. It's time for you to start making important decisions. It's time for you to move forward. Again, if you need a little more time to heal, take that time. But don't wait forever. You have the bunch of grapes. Whatever this challenge is, it's going to bear fruit for you. Pick up the challenge, move forward. It really will bear some amazing healing fruit. You have a sodalite, not surprising in a reading about messages from your shadow side. It's time to do this shadow work. It's time to face the pain and heal it. We have the Jolly Roger flag, and because it's got the skull and crossbones on it, it reminds me of the death card. Something ended. Something that caused pain. May have been a literal death. We have the little, I think it's a little boy charm. Gender never matters in my readings. It's a child. There could be children involved here, but that's not really what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like this is your inner child, like this was traumatic. And now you need to just be nurturing and loving with yourself as you would with a child. I'm not saying that you're a child or acting like a child. I'm saying that you need to be loving and nurturing with yourself. Oh, and you have the bunny. This is my cuddle charm. You need a good cuddle. And if you have to give it to yourself, so be it. If there's someone wonderful in your life who's willing to give you that cuddle, go get that cuddle, because it's time. Oh, you are loved. You are here for a reason. Don't F it up. Yeah. You have a purpose here. You have a divine purpose here. Divine. And like I said, if you need a little more time to heal this, that's fine. But you have to move on with your divine purpose at some point. So work on that healing process. Awesome. Well, pile 4, this message was a little heavy, but I am so glad that you are loved. There are people who are looking out for you. There are people who care about you, including on the other side. So take care of yourself. And I'm going to move on to pile 5. All right, pile 5. You chose the heart chakra stone. Now, this is about compassion. It's about relationships with other people. So you may be struggling with those kinds of things right now. It may be difficult for you to open your heart. We have trick or treat, mischief, and play. Well, it may be difficult for you right now. It's so weird. I'm really feeling the mischief part of this card. Maybe you're not feeling empathy as strongly as you could right now. Maybe you've been up to a little bit of mischief here, and you're not really thinking about how the other party is feeling about that. But let's look at your tarot. Ooh, 7 of Swords. This is sneakiness. It's that mischief we were just talking about. What are you up to here, pile 5? We've got the 2 of Pentacles. You're juggling. Oh, no. You might be juggling relationships here. You might be Either you are or the person you are dealing with is being sneaky and they're juggling, or you are, like I said. It's a general reading, so take it as it resonates for you. It's possible that both parties are. Oh, I'm really feeling it now. I'm feeling a little infidelity in here. So, and some truth is coming out. Some truth is coming out. It's going to create a new perspective here. And you may need some self-love here and some empathy for others as well. So, let's see. Temperance, take it easy. Just take it nice and easy. In situations like this, temperatures can run really high. People can get really angry. It's time to take it down a notch, cool it off a little bit, take a measured approach to this situation. Oh, Queen of Swords. So it's going to hurt. Whatever is going on here, it's going to hurt. But it's very important that you remain very logical and very fair. Use your intellect, your wisdom, your knowledge instead of your emotions in this situation. I feel like this is going to end well because of the Ten of Wands. A whole bunch of burdens are going to be dropped here. I feel like whatever this mischief is, the truth is going to come out, and there's going to be a reckoning. And then once it's over, all these burdens are laid down. You may feel like your skirt's on fire, but you're going to lay down all these burdens and you're going to feel better. This is not an easy process. I'm not trying to lessen that at all. But once all is said and done, life's going to be a little easier. King of Pentacles. This is your energy. You're probably very good at your job. You're probably good at making money. This is earth energy. This is someone who's very stable and mature. So use your temperance here. Stay stable and mature in this situation. Now, this person could be trying to get at your money because you are in pretty good shape here. So just bear that in mind. A little bit of a warning there. Ace of Swords. This is, like I said, this is not going to be easy. This is going to be a challenge. But again, use your intellect, not your emotions. The Queen of Swords is going to be really good at wielding this ace. And this is the energy you're going to need to move into here to deal with whatever this juggling is. Queen of Cups. And again, this is coming out the other side. This is a person who's very loving, very supportive, very nurturing, and very empathetic. It's energy that I would expect to see with the heart chakra stone. Absolutely. The only thing I'm going to say here with this one is don't go overboard. Don't give too much. Especially if this person comes back around and says, "Oh, but I can't, but I need, can you help?" Don't give away too much. It's okay to be empathetic, but don't pick those wands back up again. Whew. Witch Hazel, sensitivity. This is a very sensitive reading. This, I feel like, wow, this is boom. This is a bomb drop. So this is going to take a lot of energy for you to remain calm and collected. You're going to feel very sensitive. You're going to feel very rubbed the wrong way. You're going to feel very hurt by this, very stabbed in the heart by this. Just remain sensitive to all parties, including yourself. Give yourself this unconditional love. This is for you, not for them. You can be empathetic with them. You can be kind to them, but do not give them more energy. Do not pick these wands back up. Be sensitive with yourself here. Take care of yourself. And you getting all upset and blowing up over this situation is not taking care of you. You remain calm and collected. Use your rationality. And then all of these burdens are going to be gone. It's going to feel so good. It's going to feel so good. Let's read your charms. So you did pick the heart chakra stone. Compassion is very important in this particular scenario, not just with others, but with yourself as well. Remain compassionate. Just don't give away too much. Ah, the black bottle. This is the poison bottle. You've been drinking the poison with this person. They've been poisoning you all along. This card right here. Just stop drinking the poison. Like I said, it's going to feel so good when it's over, because you won't be drinking this poison anymore. 1, 2. There's 2 keys. You have solutions to this problem, more than one. So don't, like I said, don't just take this temperate approach. Don't let it get too much into your heart. You have ways to solve this problem, and you're going to feel much better when it's over. You have the 4-leaf clover. You're very lucky here. You won't feel like it at first. When this bomb drops, you are not going to feel lucky. But you are lucky because you're dodging a bullet. We have the waves rune. This is about going with the flow. This is about not resisting things you can't change. You cannot change that this person lied, cheated, stole, whatever they did. But you can go with the flow, you can accept it, you can surrender to it, and you can move forward into something better. The heart charm goes absolutely with your heart chakra stone. Compassion, empathy. You have the horse charm. This is about bravery and strength and power. When this bomb drops, you're going to feel powerless, like it's totally out of your control. And again, go with the flow, because the reality here is you are coming back into your power. You're going to step into this mode where you're very grounded, where you're very fair and intellectual. You're going to move into your power here. So don't worry about that. We have the sword. It goes with your Ace of Swords. Use it to cut this nonsense out of your life. This is your strength. This is your power. Again, Queen of Swords can wield that sword with no problem. We have the Scorpio charm. You may be a Scorpio. There may be a Scorpio in your life who's important to you. And then we have the King charm. And this is about leadership. This is about boldly striding forward, knowing what's best for you, and going for it. Not hanging around and letting somebody else control what's going on, but you controlling what's going on and moving forward into what you want. Gorgeous. Final message. Believe what you see. Face reality and live in effing la la land. Choose bravely. Yeah. It's about the bravery, the boldness, the strength to go forward and live in reality and create your own reality. You have probably suspected this nonsense going on up here. If it hasn't already come out, it's going to. And it's time to face it like an adult and move forward. Beautiful pile 5. Whew. The messages from the shadow sides have been heavy today, but this one's great. I love it. Again, this will not be painless, but it's going to lead to a better future for you, so I'm excited. I hope that you got something out of this reading, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.